Do you feel the pulse?
GNT, right back at it. Are y'all guys ready for this episode? Episode 97. We've been away from y'all for 2 weeks. It's time to get active. Let's go. GNT right back at it. Hey, we appreciate everybody's patience. We appreciate the little break that we had. But like I said, it's time for us to get active. And I got my boys with me. Brrr, gang in the building.
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? Glad to be back. A lot of planning behind the scenes. And, oh, man, I'm so excited to, announce a lot of stuff this week. So let's get it, man.
Tone the promoter.
Yizzo. What's going on, GNT Sports World, man? Thank y'all for tapping into another episode 97, man. Enough. I'll talk when we need to talk, but let's get it, man. Let's go.
Yeah. So we right back at it. It's been a good 2 weeks that we've been actually away from y'all. So as always, we like to start off. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And the ones that's watching on IG, just continue to follow us. We always appreciate all y'all guys' intentions to pressing that button and hitting that bell. So we appreciate every single one of y'all. Brothers, it's time to get into all the things that we have in store for our viewers and for our peoples, for our family that's behind the scenes. So, Tone, it's on you, bro, because you have, well, I don't know, it's a pause moment. You have a drawing to go ahead and produce, and we're going to do that right now. Camera on, Tone, get active.
Yes, man. So coming up August 15th, Laugh the Pain Away. We got an all-white party that we got scheduled, man. We celebrating 4 birthdays. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a real big thing, man. So because of that, because the situation is so, you know what I'm saying, so great and so grand, you know what I mean, celebrating, people born days, I'm giving away 2 free tickets. Now I'm giving away on the behalf of somebody from 1/8, that's 1/8 of part of the podcast link, family that I'm a part of, is Sex with Sunny. You know what I mean? She brought the tickets. You know what I mean? She can't make it, but she said, hey, Tone, I want to, support and do a good thing for you. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase these 2 tickets. You give them away. So that's what I'm going to do. And I was running a little promotion on my page, you know what I'm saying, that all you had to do was 2 little simple steps. We had 8 people that did those steps, you know what I'm saying, and I'm going to just run the names off. I wrote their names down on little pieces of paper here, and I'm going to put them in a little black plastic bag, you know what I'm saying. I'm randomly just draw, the names. So good luck to everybody who, took the time out to, subscribe to GNT Sports Talk. That was one of the things you had to do. And obviously, you should already be following me, Tone the Promoter, you know what I'm saying, as well as the Laugh the Pain Away page. You know what I mean? This is a big movement, man. Shouts out to Ken Jones, man. Funny brother. You know what I'm saying? The next up from Philly, man, I'm calling it. You heard it here first. So I just want to give a shout out to, like I said, I'm gonna name out the 8 contestants that put their name in the drawing. Number 1, we got Moon Goddess 423. Now, what I'm doing is I'm calling out their IG handles. Number 2 is Wood Stephanie. Number 3 is Ketchy La Karma. Number 4 is Miss Lisa Serrano. Number 5 is Beautiful B330. Number 6 is The Real Mind Yours. Now, the way she spelled that, I didn't know. I didn't want to be like Kat and butcher the IG name. So I had to say, yo, how do you say this? You know what I'm saying? So she sent me a voice clip, and this is how you say it. So it's The Real Mind Yours. Number 7 is Sunshine_Trey. And number 8 is just_being me. So like I said, I wrote their names down, folded the pieces of paper up, equally. So I don't know who's going to win. There's no special, thing that I put, So dropping them in the bag, shake it up. Good luck to all the contestants, man. I appreciate y'all for, like I said, taking the time out and then this perfect, this one, and hey, it's one person that's even in here from Ohio. Ohio, 7 hour drive. 7 hour drive she said she would have to do if she win this. So good luck to everybody who, like I said, put in for the drawing. And here we go.
We ain't paying for gas though, right?
You said what? What's that?
We ain't paying for gas though, right?
Oh, you speaking Spanish? What you say?
We're
You ain't
not
gonna ask.
paying
No,
for
I
gas,
heard you. I
right?
heard you. Me, L, no
Oh,
paying
okay.
no gas money, L, no.
But you do
Ohio,
get you
no.
do get free wine though.
Yeah,
You
right.
do
Yeah,
get
you
free
do
Ah,
get free
wine.
wine. You do get
Ah,
free wine. You know what I'm saying? So you pay for the gas and you get the drinks on us. So you know what I mean? All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is the lucky winner right here, and it is Moon Goddess 423. I don't know if y'all can see that, but Moon Goddess 423. So congratulations on Moon Goddess 423. But the situation that like we had Moon Goddess 423, you are the winner. So, but the situation that we got for Laugh the Pain Away is an all white party. Tickets are still on sale. You know what I'm saying? So you can definitely still attend the show even though you didn't win the drawing. But all white party. So make sure you come in your best dress, all white. We celebrating after the show. The lineup for the show is gonna come at a later date. Probably within the next couple days or so. You know what I mean? But after the show, we're gonna, party a little bit after at the same venue. We're gonna have, some cake, obviously drinks. You can bring your own drink if you want. You know what I'm saying? Come celebrate with us. But we're gonna do a good thing down there. August 15th, Laughter Pain Away at the Heroes Mark Cafe. Is at 5091 Umbria Street. Is in the Manioc section. So, you know what I'm saying? Good area. You got to worry about getting shot. You know what I'm saying? But still bring it with you because you just never know. But, you know what I'm saying? But, come down, laugh with us, man. Have a good time. Like I said, celebrate my birthday. You know what I'm saying? It's not, my birthday is August 24th. I'm a Virgo. But all the other three people that celebrate their birthday, they're all Leos. Ken Jones' birthday is actually tomorrow. So shouts out to him. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to Ken Jones and everybody else. Like I said, that's on the bill. Laugh the Pain Away, August 15th, 8 o'clock. We in the building, all white party. Let's get it.
Congratulations. Oh, one more time. I just knew that the winner was going to be Cap from GNT SportsTalk.
No, I ain't want nobody to be like, oh, come on, man. Y'all rigged this, man. What's going on?
no, in the comments they already said they're trying to see their names on those other 7 little squares.
Because it could have been.
There's already
All
a
right, so look,
conspiracy going
that's
on.
Moon. Yeah, that's Moon Goddess right there. That's who won. You know what I'm saying? That's who won. You know what I'm
They
saying?
want receipts, Tom.
I'm giving you the receipts. That's
Oh, that
Sunshine
says
Trey.
Moon Goddess as well. What's
That's
going
that
on?
Sunshine Trey. It might be backwards, but you know what I'm saying? No, it's all different. It's all different. Ain't nobody paid me for it. That's Stephanie Wood right there. Boom, boom.
That's Moonstar again.
There you go.
Listen. We don't run no janky business over here, man. Nah,
There we go.
Nah, the promoter don't do that, man. I ain't into that type time, man. Look, just being me. Look. Come on, man. Do I keep going? The people don't believe me.
The comments said
The comments.
those were the ones on the side in your pocket, not the ones in the bag.
No, I'm gonna show y'all all these jaws. Get that.
Yeah, we need a body cam on you to see what the names go in the bag at the same time.
Good, that's it, man. We don't run no janky business over here. Laughing Pain Away. Stop playing with it.
Hey, you lucky we was
Don't put
doing
that
a
smut on my
promo
jacket.
though. You very lucky. You very lucky. You know why?
Wow.
You had ultimate pause motion while you was
Motion.
taking that bag.
What?
I was like, whoa, he's lucky he's doing this giveaway right now. I did not want I was like, yo, you guys go back and watch it. You're going to see what I mean.
Absolutely. Hey, look, shout out to our IG, Taya. Good to see you. Here's going to be the question. You're going to get this question throughout the whole entire episode. Joel, what is that question we're going to ask the whole entire episode?
Well, I already know I shouldn't have to ask Taya.
Facts.
But for every single person that will be tuning in, viewing the podcast from here on out, we are asking you one simple question with a simple follow-up question. First question is, are you going to be at Dimensions when we have our event and be part of the 100 people that we need to pull up to represent GNT Sports Talk? Not the people that already go there. We
Mhm.
talking about an additional 100 people represent GNT strong out there for the Eagles versus Dallas game opening game NFL kickoff, and it's Taya Moore's birthday as well, First Lady of GNT. So
Yeah.
I already know she's gonna be there. We just need to know who you bringing with you.
And there we go, right there. It is official. GNT Dimensions partnership continues and starts right back at it September 4th. First game of the year. If y'all guys remember what it was like the last time we was over at Dimensions, well, first off, the last time we was there, the Eagles won the Super Bowl, but that's a whole different ball game. I'm talking about the very first game of the year last year, Eagles versus Green Bay. Guys, that was a movie. The only problem is the people that was missing was y'all. If y'all wasn't there for that day, you have no excuse. You can join us this year, September 4th at Dimensions. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that right back up. We're gonna be basically putting that on the screen the whole entire night because it's time to get active on this event. We are excited about it. We're so happy that our partnership with Dimensions is continuing and more stuff is happening once again behind the scenes that we're actually doing. But let's get into the conversation of the day. I kind of want to lean this towards Tone, but since Tone right now is a unofficial Cowboy fan, he's I don't know how true this is right now. New year, new situation. I want to ask Joel first. Joel, sir, you have Micah Parsons looking for this contract extension. You would think it would have already happened. Heck, you would think it would have happened a year ago, but it did not happen yet. And Jerry Jones is talking out of his neck, saying a whole bunch of stuff. But Joel, I want to hear your point of view of this Parsons versus Jones's situation. Sir, is on you.
Hey, listen, I can't wrap my head around why this hasn't happened. I mean, obviously, this is a cornerstone of your defense, and I mean, we talked about it on this podcast. I put it out in a group chat as well. Telling Tone like he exited, at the right time because there's still crazy things going on in that with that team. And with being a Eagles fan is not even like looking at them like, hey, I hate the team, anything like that. Like they clearly run a poorly ran organization over there, and it's just mind-boggling at this point that it's seems to be the trend. They waited to pay Dak, they waited to pay CeeDee Lamb, and it continues to happen. So I mean, I'm not surprised, and it's unfortunate that they're gonna let a really really good player walk.
Yeah, man. You know, it just seems like Jerry Jones is like addicted to just storyline, or just being in the media, being talked about, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. This dude just doesn't know like what to say anymore. Like it seems like it's just getting worse and worse as the time just goes on. Um, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, just don't say nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to lead people on or say something out of the ordinary. To then have a star-studded talent like Micah saying that he wants to be traded. You know what I'm saying? Like you never want to hear that from the best player on offense, best player on defense. You know what I'm saying? A pillar, of the team. You never want to hear them say that. You know what I mean? So it's just like to Joel said, like poorly ran organization, or just how he, just goes to do things. And it's just like first off, he don't even know his name. He called him Michael. He called him Michael on one of the interviews. Like, so you don't even know that his name is Micah, like not Michael. Like, so, um, you know, I I believe he'll get the money from the Cowboys. I think they will give him the money, the contract. But it's just like, why do you want to go through? Why do you want to go through something like this? You know what I'm saying? Because of course you're probably going to offer him something that he ain't going to be able to refuse. You know what I'm saying? Or unless he's just done. You know what I mean? And don't sign a contract, but still plays out the year, still being a professional, that he is, and then maybe after the season, negotiate with the new team, because then obviously he'd be free to do, whatever he wants. But yeah, I don't know what's up with the Joneses, man. I don't know what kind of juice they drinking out there. I don't know what kind of lines of coke they out there sniffing. But this is just something that you don't do, or you shouldn't do, with a talent. You know what I'm saying? In Micah Parsons.
Especially a player of his caliber. No way in the world he should have been like not signed this far along within that rookie contract. No, there's a lot of teams that's out there that already know if you have a special talented player, you sign them way early. Why? It's going to save you a whole lot of money in your pockets, and you don't have to worry about this type of drama. Now, it's always known that the Cowboys love drama for some kind of reason. Why? I have no idea why, but they like that type of drama. But you're going to
It's not
possibly
even the Cowboys. It's Jerry Jones. Jerry
okay.
Jones is the only idiot acting like that.
Well, apparently his son is too.
Well, I mean, here's what I'll do. So you got last year it was what's his name from Cleveland, Myles Garrett.
Mhm.
Did you hear the owner say anything remotely close to like what Jerry Jones said?
No.
All right, this year T.J. Watt, same thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So you got people that just handle situations poorly, and this organization, like again, it's not my Dallas hate, because I do hate the team, but it's more so of the fact that you just see this from afar. You know what I mean? Like kind of like it is equivalent to the 76ers in my book. Like the 76ers are the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA right now. We make all these dumbass decisions. Everybody's getting hurt. There's always an issue. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But it just shows you, like, you know what I mean, how Jerry Jones decides to handle situations versus all these other guys. They kind of like, sit back behind closed doors. They figure out how they're going to move, and if that's your play call, like you don't want to pay them, like it's just the way you need to articulate that stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just, completely mind boggling, like the way it continuously goes for this organization.
Now, granted, I understand that, the idea of bad publicity is still publicity. I understand the concept of that because you're right. I mean, for a team that has not done anything in 30 years, no record, no NFC championships within that amount of time, no Super Bowl appearances, but they're talked about every single day for the
Yeah,
last
but
two off seasons.
but it's in a negative light. So it's like,
Right.
okay, so here you go. So in the last 3 years, you played around with your quarterback and didn't want to pay him. Played around with your star receiver, didn't want to pay him. Again, you eventually paid both of them. Okay, no problem. But during that time, for the quarterback, what happened? It ended up being a lot more expensive because you didn't handle it in the beginning.
Right.
The same thing happened with CD Lamb. And
Mhm.
the same damn thing is happening with Parsons right now, where they let, to your point, if they could have signed him last year, they would have dodged the bullet with Myles Garrett setting the benchmark. You know what I mean? And that threshold, because the next person just gets paid more. It's like, all right, well, Tone's a little bit better than me. Larry's a little lower than me. I need to get paid in the middle. Or, hey, I'm better than both of them. I need to get paid more than both of them.
Mhm.
Or, I'm just, they're just above me. Those two sides should be close to the number that Larry's making. That's how it operates. And it's like, dude, you never learn. Like, you know what I mean? You're just going to wait. And then not only that, other players that become free agents see this. So it's like, do I want to go to Dallas even if I outperform my contract and I'm due for another contract? This is how he handles his star players. So why the hell do I even want to even revisit or have a meeting with the Dallas Cowboys if I'm a free agent, if I see this from the outside? I mean, again, I'm an Eagles fan, so it's all good for me. But if I'm a player in the NFL and I got 3 teams sitting across the table from me and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go, I'm going to say, listen, well, I don't want to go to Dallas because this is how they treat their players. They always playing around. They don't want to pay anybody. They
Yep.
eventually pay you. But, you got all this negativity and, these bad vibes heading into the season with your star defensive player.
Nobody wants to feel like they're unwanted, especially when you consider one of the best players in the league and has been that way for a long time. And you're right, Myles Garrett set that benchmark. The problem was that like right afterwards, you should have signed Parsons right there. But now you allow TJ to go ahead and get signed, which sprouted that whole entire, like, just inflated that whole entire contract. What Parsons' ongoing contract going to be crazy. And then, like, don't have the Bengals go ahead and sign Henderson. If if you hold off so long that you allow the Bengals, which don't do contracts at all, they're horrible. If they allow for Henderson to actually get signed and set another benchmark, and Parsons is way younger than every single one of those people that we just got finished talking about, he's going to be close to Dak's numbers when it comes to money per year. If you keep messing around, but if you would sign him last year, he would have been around $35 million a year, which sounds crazy last year. It sounds like a benefit this year.
Yeah, I honestly don't think it's really about the money because, like, honestly, who we talking about? We're talking about Michael Parsons. Ain't like we talking about, the backup defensive end or anything like that. So he's just due, for the money. It's the way that he's handling, the business. Like, he handling these contracts. Like, you don't want your star player in the media requesting trades and, and putting entertaining, Aaron Donald talking, hinting towards coming out of retirement if the Rams was able to get, like, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't want that. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I mean? Like, all right, if we talking about if he should be paid more than Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, and possibly Hendricks, okay, like. I don't think that we be like, oh my God, he got more than TJ Watt. Like, nah, I just okay. You know what I'm saying? He has that talent. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's not about what he could get per contract. It's the way that this is being handled. You know what I'm saying? Like it's unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we didn't hear anything on the Myles Garrett. We didn't hear anything with TJ Watt. It was the deal got done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the only thing I heard with TJ Watt or Myles Garrett did, they said they may request a trade or hold out or whatever the case may be. But it didn't get ugly. You know what I mean? Because the team knew that they needed to do what they needed to do. It's like Jerry Jones doesn't care about that because he know he's gonna sign the check. You know what I mean? It's just that he want to do it on his time, whenever he wants to do it. And Michael wants his agent to be there. And he said what the bad thing about that is that Jerry wants to have he don't want the agent there because he know the player doesn't really understand the contractual side. You know what I'm saying? Of course, yeah, you gonna throw some money at him. He may say yeah, but you giving him what you want to give him, not what he so much deserves. You know what I mean? But the agent will be like, nah, man, my player was a 4-time All Pro. He's been in the top 3 in sacks the last couple years. He's did this, he's accomplished this, and it's just like, hey, you know what I mean? This is what he should be getting versus what you want to give. So that's what the issue is with that. Jerry wants to give what he wants to give, not what these people probably honestly really deserve. You know what I'm saying? And that's the bad part about this. And I think Michael requesting a trade is not so much that he probably doesn't want to like play in dollars. He just doesn't want to be a part of the business side, of the way they handle things. And to Joel's point, why would a free agent want to come here, what I'm saying, and do a deal, what I'm saying? Even if it's a 1-year deal, what I'm saying, where it's so hard, maybe I can showcase my talent and then after this, try to get a contract. It won't be from, the Cowboys, or you ain't gonna get it when you want to get it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be somebody else to offer you something and you just be like, damn, I want to go back there, but they ain't saying nothing. Or, Jerry not budging, or he won't let my agent, come into the meeting. So I'm out of here. You know what I mean? It's just it sucks. Not even just so much for Cowboys fans, man. It just sucks for that team the way they just running stuff, man. I mean, and I don't even know if you can even say that his son is doing, his son to me don't really have no say so because Jerry Jones he still drives the boat. He still, you know what I mean? He still got the keys to the bus. So Stevie could say all of what he wants, but he ain't gonna trump Jerry.
No. Just real quick, just shout out to IG Stephanie Wood or Wood Stephanie. I see you, Mr. Doughboy. He's in the building. Sunshine Trey, Little Miriam. Good to see you again, my dear. All our peoples right back on IG
Hey,
on the other side.
hey,
And look,
we
the
got
Sunshine
questions
Trey
for
and
those
Wood
for
Stephanie
those
are new
folks.
subscribers to GNT. So thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for joining. I'm glad y'all still tapped in. I thank y'all for, like I said, getting into the drawing for the Laughter Pain Away show. Even though you didn't win, tickets are still on sale. Come through. You know what I mean? Support, celebrate, all white party, August 15th, Laughter Pain Away, man. Tony Promoter will be there.
And we have a question. Go ahead, Joel.
Now, everyone that's on right now live, are you pulling up on September 4th? Drop the comments. Put an eagle on there, whatever you want to put on there to verify that you coming.
That was a pause moment. Yeah, do what Joel said. Do what Joel said.
If you will be attending our festivities. I cleaned it up for you. There you go.
Thank you. Anyway, since we're in the football spirit, I'm sorry, are we done with the conversation with Micah and Mr. Jones? I guess that means yes. All right. Here's something that I found interesting. Now, as a child, I always wanted to try to go for being in the NFL. So I did my best to go ahead and get myself ready to go ahead and go to Penn State when I did and try to be a walk-on Penn State. Now, there were certain things that I tried to do to prepare myself for the season, and there's some things I know for sure I did not. This is an example of something that I did not do when I was younger, trying to get ready for Penn State.
This it is. Getting ready for the season. Ray Lewis, baby. Are you okay? Ow.
As a young boy, I never tried to take my talents to Walmart. You know, I never tried to take my talents to Target. You know, my talents was on the field, not in the aisles.
Yo, that remind me of the video when they set that ball up at Walmart and that basketball court was set up and the dude Walter Moore was about to answer the court and the dude jumped over and dunked on him.
Yeah, there's a lot of good pranks out there with that stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I ain't never think to take my talents to Walmart or
No,
Target or anything like that. Nah, man. That's wild, man. But hey, man, that's the times we living in now, man. Anything is for likes and views, the content, man. They gonna do whatever they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude be going around the Lowe's and the Home Depot, hitting people with carts and carpet and all that. Like it,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? This stuff gonna get somebody hurt, like real bad. You know what I'm saying? But that's the times we living in now, man.
So I thought that's a really good segue of someone. He was hurt, right? You hear the hit. You heard the kid. Ow. All right. So, all right. That's a really good segue of someone that I felt as though that was actually probably making the same noise on the ground. If you look at the cover, I think he was making that noise right there. You see him over in the corner. Now, Tone, I'm going to start off with you. Tone, we already heard the situation that is getting out there and league sources that the injury to Joel Embiid is probably a lot more dire than what we actually thinking. That is almost a career ending. That's the rumor that's out there. Tone is on you. Do you think?
So I
This is
remember,
gonna be funny.
man,
Get your popcorn ready.
I probably I guess a good probably a year ago. Like I said, we should trade him, and it wasn't even because I thought or knew he had a degenerate knee. You know what I'm saying, that just wouldn't last. I just knew that dude, he's just not built to play a long, grueling NBA season. To start to finish, and if we were talking about starting the season, and then if we talking about finishing the season, of course we got championship aspirations. So we talking about into the month of June. He's just not structured, to play basketball at a high level for that long of a season. Like he's just not capable of it. Because we year 10, and it's just been the same story year after year after year. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed with Joel Embiid. I think we went over, the amount of games he's played, and I think it's about 68 he played like 3 times. He's played maybe in the 60s 3 times, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for him to play 82 because, like I said, he's just an injured guy, injured battle guy. And then Daryl dumbass Morey gives him this extension that he didn't even need it. I guess he tried to clean up. I think what he tried to really do is clean up the Harden situation, but you did it with another player that was injured. Like if anybody we should have gave the money to, it should have been Harden, if anything. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to clean anything up. Like I just didn't get that. You know what I mean? But Joel Embiid, man, great talent when he's on the court, but he's just not built to to play the game, like I said, at a high level for a whole season, man. And we built our team around him. You know what I'm saying? Obviously expecting him to be there, but it's just not that's just not the case. That's just not the case, man. And then now, like I said, around the league, it's concerns about his knee and whether his career ending or he's not going to start training camp. I think we knew that. I think we already knew that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why he probably, if you think back to it, I think that's why he probably really did um, play in the Olympics because he probably knew that he wouldn't be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? In years to come. So, um, like I said, man, I was saying trade that dude, a year ago, man. Now we're here. You know what I'm saying? And then it don't get any better. That obviously Paul George is broken up too. You know what I mean? It's just like we just got a great talent in Tyrese Maxey, man, who I hope we don't waste, his years here in Philly like we kind of did AI's, you know what I'm saying, just having him as the star of the team and not really, any other help. But with the young core, man, that we got, you know what I'm saying, I like what they do have in that, man, but it's just time to move on, you know what I'm saying, from Joel Embiid and Paul George because they just not built to last a whole NBA season anymore, and not going to be the guys that you're going to count on down the stretch to, be there. And I mean, like I said, Embiid could not play the first 41 games of the season and then just be slotted to play the last 41, right? He'll play 10 of them and get hurt. And it's just like, it don't even matter that this guy doesn't play. You know what I'm saying? Or he gets rest. It's just that, man, all them surgeries that he's had up until this point, man, his body done, man. His body done. Uh, I remember Ty saying a long time ago she's surprised that he lasted this long. You know what I mean? And now it's getting there. Now it's getting there where he consult with doctors and trying to get all these different opinions and all this and that. Like, nah, bro, we know it's over. You know what I'm saying? When the league got concerns and you want to go to talk to this doctor, that doctor, about nah, it's over, bro. It's over. And without your leg, you can't play the game of basketball, man. You might as well just go sit down and get in the wheelchair league if you want to, still get some shots up. But yeah, man. Other than that, we in trouble with that guy, man, and PG as well.
They're just showing their age, unfortunately. But Joel is still a young man. I'm
I know you're talking about Embiid, not me. I was like, oh, wait, what the hell are you talking about?
Embiid.
I'm
The
like,
conversation we're talking about Joel
okay.
Embiid.
I told you guys a while ago, call him Joel.
Joel.
That's what I thought you was referring to me, but it's cool.
My bad. Mr. Embiid is still considered a young man. This is supposed to be his prime. And Tone, I agree with you. He probably did play the Olympics like last year because the fact that, can you imagine this Embiid 4 years from now? do y'all guys see him playing at all if in the next 3 years? I
Man, they
don't.
talking about him not playing this year. So I definitely don't think he's gonna be around 3 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's a wrap, Jack. It's a wrap, man. Close the book and the chapters on Joel Embiid. It's a wrap.
Joel, as Ty said, he knows he can't play a full season, playoffs, and championship. That's too much basketball for his body, and that's a shame. That's going to show someone with that much talent. It doesn't matter you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have the body structure to hold up to the talent, then it's what it is.
Yo, he's what, 7'2", what? I don't know how much he weighs, two plus, but he's fragile.
Nah, he probably three.
He's fragile.
He for sure 3+, man. I think they
3+.
Yeah, I think they
3+.
be embellishing that weight. I think they be embellishing that
7'2", 7'3", and he's fragile. That's crazy.
No, it's man, like what you just said, man. This guy just an injury guy, man. And injuries, of course, injuries are part of every sport, right? But let's just think about, man. And you said he's a talented guy. He's always hurt, man. One person that I think about when it comes to that, man, that I just think that's a story in the NBA, man. Like I've been seeing stories after stories being even heard. Y'all remember Norris Cole? I remember Norris Cole talking about it, and right here, talk about Derrick Rose, man. Like how tough that dude was, man. Like, he said before, like a Steph Curry and a Kyrie Irving, there was, what I'm saying, like the evolution of Derrick Rose, man. And, Norris Cole was like, dudes would get hurt. They would get hurt before they had to play Chicago because, Derrick Rose was going to be a problem out there. And when he tore his ACL, man, and unfortunately, obviously, it was against us, man. When he went down, man, and that image that I see him down holding his leg, man, it was like that was it. That was it for him. As far as like reaching that maximum, level, that peak that he, should have been at. He obviously the youngest to ever win, MVP, man. He was on a rise, man. He was on a come up, man. And you know what I'm saying? If y'all go back and watch that dude tapes, man, and just seeing the talent that he had, man, he was super fast, strong, athletic. Like he just got to any spot on the floor that he wanted, man. And I just think when he tore his ACL, man, it tore his confidence away. And he never bounced back to being that level. And then it was like as soon as he came back from the ACL tear, he tore his meniscus. You know what I mean? And it was just like, damn, I just think he just lost everything, man. So same thing with Embiid, man. Shit, before he even started his NBA career, this dude was out. You know what I mean? Had, season-ending surgery and just couldn't maintain, man. And it's just been the same story for Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? Year after year after year, man. So it's a shame, it's unfortunate, but that's like Joel said, man. The Sixers is like the Cowboys, man. It's just like they curse, man. They always get hurt. They doing bad deals, and shit just don't ever work out. It seems like, you know what I mean, for this team, man. Who knows, man? I don't wish nothing on Maxey, man, but who knows where he's destined to be. What will happen to Maxey is that he won't no longer be here. He'll get traded somewhere and, flourish there. So that's just the luck of the draw that the Sixers have, man.
Well, Jamar is on point here. He like, then they draft him hurt. Yep. And he missed 2 seasons. His first 2 seasons was a wash. But they had to rinse off all the other crap draft picks, the Nolans Noel and the Okafors, and they had to get rid of all that crap before he even started playing. But anyway, that's a whole different conversation. And Ty here said that's been the point all the time. He came into the league hurt and never been he came into the league hurt and has never not been hurt. Correct. I mean, that's just the case. I mean, he's always hurt in some kind of way. And even if it's not his lower extremities, next thing you know, he gets elbowed in the eye. Now he got to wear a mask like Jason to go ahead and protect himself for the during the playoffs, and like his socket is messed up. Like it's
Yeah,
always
then he had like Bell's palsy or something like that too. Like
he,
some nerves in his eye was going crazy. Like what? This dude he's just allergic. He just gets hurt when he wake up. Like I don't know what's going on with that dude, man. He just
no.
injured dude.
And if he's not hurt, let's say for example, once again, his body's not hurt, his face is not disconnected from something. The next thing you know, he has the flu where he's sick in the playoffs, and he can't perform there either. It's always something with this man. And I don't know what it is, but it's always something with him.
And yo, y'all see that they came out with a report that I guess it's been leaked that they think it was Kelly Oubre who was the one who leaked out the locker room confrontation between Embiid and Maxey. So that
weren't we talking about it before? I don't think we did it. We was behind the scenes trying to figure it out.
But it makes sense now. It makes sense of that argument that they had. Remember that time on the court?
Right.
It's like so. It made it like that. I was like, oh, that all makes sense now. Embiid has a problem with him, you know what I mean, and didn't like that he, I guess, came out with the report or he said whatever he said. And don't get me wrong, I know all that stuff should have stayed internal. Like so, I will say that that Kelly shouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? That's a red flag. You don't do that. You don't break the trust of the team by leaking something like that out. You want to keep that in house. But now that argument on the sidelines definitely all makes sense to me.
Absolutely. Ty said he's like that car that's being worked on by Gino the mechanic. Gino always shows up when he needs to.
Yep.
Well, that's an inside joke for the long viewers.
Long time.
Yeah, we go. We go back in that one. Okay, look. We're all hoping as Sixers fans that we're hoping that Embiid, the reports are wrong. I'm hoping the reports are wrong. I'm hoping. I mean, I can do my fingers crossed thing. You know, it's it's like
why are you being so delusional right now, bro?
You hope what's wrong?
He's so delusional right now.
We know this dude. He don't have a knee.
I'm not delusional. I'm hopeful.
He don't have a knee, Larry. So what are you hoping? He doesn't have a knee. So what are you hoping for? That somebody gives him their knee? You want to let him borrow yours?
He don't want mine, but it looked like
no, yours is probably better than his. He don't have none. He don't have.
I don't know.
He has no cartilage. He has nothing left in that junk. It's bone on bone, I'm sure.
Yo, we signed. That was the pause, but anyway, freaking, we got to sign Larry up for a knee transplant for Embiid.
So just take my old knees and give it to the young man. He's going. It doesn't matter because as soon as he gets his knee fixed, his eye socket's going to get broken again. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Then it'll be other knee.
The thing that pisses me off about him the most, because like if you think back, like who would you say is like compared to him, like as far as playing that position and like his play and all that? Who would you say is like the closest person? Like
his talent, like his play,
yeah, like his talent,
numbers?
like in that position. So like Shaq, you know what I mean? Whoever you think in that position.
Hakeem.
All I'm trying to say with the question or like tell you guys is that I've never seen any center that big, like falling all over the place, all clumsy and shit. You already injury prone, and it's like you get freaking like you tripping over air and shit and falling all over the place. So that's like the most craziest thing to me. It's like, yo, you that big, that dominant on the court, but it's like, falling all crazy into the stands. Like it's just crazy. So like I'm thinking back, like at that center position, I never seen anybody like, you know what I mean? Not even like someone as skinny like Manute Bol or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like you never seen them falling all over the floor like that.
Yo, I'd never seen a player that was training how to fall Do you remember a
Yeah.
couple seasons ago that was like, yeah, he's been going to a specialist to teach him how to fall?
Yeah, that
What?
was wild.
Listen, man, he's just a klutz, man. The guy I work with, man, that in his family, one of his family members is married to a strength and conditioning coach who worked in the NBA and worked at like top D1 schools, and he was here for the Sixers a couple years ago. And he mentioned that he talked to me every day about him, and he was just like, Embiid is just a clumsy guy. Like he said that he'd walk in the locker room after a practice and just trip over a gym bag or something. Like he's just a clumsy dude. Like, so when he's obviously playing basketball, you know what I mean? Obviously that's up and down the court. That's a lot of physical. Like he's just that's just in his nature, yo. Like it's sad, but he's just a clumsy guy, yo. Like he just here come in and be speaking to people and trip over a flip flop. Like this dude just he can't get right, man. Like so playing basketball makes it even worse.
Yeah, you gonna have to put him in a 8-foot bubble and
No,
going up and down the court with just his hands out.
remember the little joints that you would put your kids in when they
Yeah,
would start to walk and they
that's
walk
what
around the
Embiid
joint?
needs.
He need a walker. He need a baby walker to play basketball, yo, so he won't fall.
Oh man,
With the bumpers around him.
yeah.
So his up, oops, bounce right off. It makes no daggone sense. It makes no sense. Once again, 7'2", almost 300 pounds, like massive individual. Like, did Shaq ever learn how to fall?
That's what I'm saying, man. I just think that his weight, man, he's bigger than what they saying because I don't
I'm gonna
want
look
to put
it up.
nobody
I'll
weight.
look it up.
I don't want to put
Good.
nobody weight on blast. You know what I'm saying? But I'll take myself into this. Now I'm 6'2", 6'3" on a good day, right? And I'm 240. So there's no way that this dude is 7'2" and only about 20 or 30 pounds heavier than me. No way. No way, bro. He is over 300 pounds, man. Like, he's over three. I really believe when Shaq played, he was like 400 pounds. But they didn't want to make him seem like he was unhealthy or anything like that. So he was 330. Get the fuck out of here, man. Shaq was a husky dude, you know what I'm saying, and was tall as well. He had to be 400 pounds easy.
What did they say, Joel?
I'm looking it up. I got it. Oh, 280. They got him listed as 7 foot 280.
No way, man. No way. No way, bro. No way.
Yo, if he's 280, that means that Jordan Davis for the Eagles is only 250.
I mean, who?
Jordan Davis for the Eagles. That means he's only 250.
Now, how much did they say he was? Is he over $3 billion?
He lost 50 pounds this offseason.
Man, did he?
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight this offseason. Like he's lean and trim. Like he looks like an athlete right now. He looks like hopefully what he's going to play like, which is Jalen Carter.
They still got him listed at 330 on Wikipedia.
Okay.
I know that's wrong. That's probably wrong.
He may be 330 now.
That's what it says.
Let's say, yeah, he may be 330 now, but he wasn't 330 last year.
How updated that is.
He was like 360 last year. But anyway. Joel, before it gets way too late in the program, I know you had questions to ask us. What was a couple of those questions, sir?
Oh, no. So, one thing that we're trying to do moving forward, I want to do a segment because a lot of people keep asking us what GNT stands for. And, we're going to have a segment specifically trying to generate a new topics. That's what GNT stands for, so generating new topics. And this week's topic, I want to ask a question on how Tone and Larry what would they think if the NFL had a 3-point play? That's the question. So I was sitting there thinking about this, and I'm like, how can we get the kicker relevant again in the game of football.
Okay.
And I was saying, so say a team's down like 9 points and you go down, score a touchdown. So you could either go for one, which is the extra point, or a 2-point conversion, or they implement a 3-point play and the field goal kicker needs to kick a 55-yarder. So if you're up 8, you know what I mean? So it was just something to think about because one of the things that, again, generating new topics, I'm trying to come up with things that aren't mainstream and things that are like that, that are obviously out there because we kind of typically talk about the same thing. So, I was sitting there and I was, I got the idea when the committees meet, as far as like making the game competitive and stuff like that, and implementing new things like the kickoffs and all that, how they move back the extra point a little bit further so they can miss a little bit more to make things interesting. So that's why I was thinking about the 3-point play. So I don't know how you guys would think that would kind of like, work into the NFL.
Tone, you can go first.
So are you saying that what you would say as far as having the 3 points, it would have to be like a 55-yard field goal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 55-yard field goal.
55-yard field goal. Of course. I would say, of course, teams will probably try that because, you know what I'm saying, they kicking 50 yards like left and right now, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think that would be I think teams would love that, you know what I'm saying? Now, what I would say is to combat that, if you try it and you miss it, do you lose 3 points?
No, they just won't have no points. It'll be like an extra so say you down 7 points, you will actually kick an extra point. You down 8, you going for 2. But now you down 9, you would score your touchdown, and then you will opt for a 3-point play, but your field goal kicker needs to make a 55-yarder.
Right. Yeah, no, I understand that. I understand, but I'm saying if you miss that shit.
No, so if he misses it, it's like an extra point. They just won't get the points. And then it'll go to the traditional kickoff. You know what I mean? Just like a 2-point conversion. If you go for 2 and miss it, you still got to kick the ball off to the team.
Right. Yeah, I think I'm saying what I would do is I would penalize the team for missing it. You know what I'm saying? And then because you still got to kick the ball off, you still got to get the ball back, and still stop the team. You know what I mean? So, but I'd be like, no.
Well, I think the rule would be because I know if they do a pick 6 on a 2-point conversion, they get the points.
Yeah, they get 2 points. Yeah.
Right, but they have to run it back. You know what I mean, like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just something I was like just trying to come up with something different, like how you guys would think. You guys would think about a 3-point play because the other reason why I brought it up was because like on fantasy football leagues, a lot of people are getting rid of the kicker position and the defense position, and they're just going all offense. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like that in the NFL as well, where like besides field goals and extra points, they're kind of like becoming irrelevant because during the kickoffs it's like automatic touchbacks now. So you just got to be able to kick it out of the end zone or whatever there, unless they need an onside kick to get the ball back. But it's just something that I thought about. Like, man, I was like, let me see what they think about this.
Okay, you ready? Yeah, my turn. Thanks, Tone, for taking all the time. All right, so here's my here's my answer. I love that idea. I love that
competition committee. We got to submit it from GNT SportsTalk.
But here we go. I'm going to go a little deeper into this conversation or the thought process. Check out the importance of the kicker now when it comes to him being drafted, when it comes to free agency. I mean, he will be like the one with that booming leg would be
Dallas kicker.
Yes. Like a kicker like him, the one from over in Washington, those kickers will be top of the line type of free agents or draftees. Like you can see them being drafted in the 4th round instead of in the 7th round, like always you see kickers because of the importance of them. That's one. 2, it will bring back the return game because it's going to be a lot of kickers that cannot make that 55-yarder. It's going to be a chance for that kick to be missed caught by a returner and possibly bring that back and then earn them 3 points. So you
Right.
bring that. So you actually will actually add a whole lot more activity and a whole lot more like crazy situations by having that 3-point situation.
Right.
Yeah, I love that idea.
That's what I was thinking because of the fact that, all it is right now, I mean, obviously, like everyone loves offense and scoring and stuff like that. But when the team is down like 3 touchdowns, it's like, damn, we out the game. Now you implement a 3-point play or instead of an extra point. So you got 3 options. Extra point, go for 2. You still could go for 2, or you could go for 3, kicking off at the 55-yard line. Yeah, a 55-yarder, field goal. And then you got the elements that come into play, whether you're indoor, outdoor, snow game, rain game, all that stuff, cold, so you still got that organic element with the weather and being indoor, outdoor, stuff like that. But again, this is our first topic on GNT Sports Talk, generating new topics, and that's the segment.
I like it. I like it. Good one, Joel. I almost called you Joel. Wrong Joel.
Yeah, don't call me that, please.
Good one, Joel. All right, last thing on the docket for us to go ahead and talk about before we get ready. Just go ahead and read the rest of the comments and get ready to break this down officially. Is Kyle Schwarber right now is on an absolute tear for the Phils. Now I know they lost today, but they won the series against Baltimore. But I mean, just game 2, my man had 2 home runs. One that was a grand slam. The other one was just an early home run that's early in the game. Like, he is literally on fire right now. What y'all guys think? Joel, I'll have you go first. What do you guys think about Mr. Schwarber, and especially with the idea of them calling like he's a possible MVP?
Yeah, he's in the MVP race. He's currently second behind Otani. And listen, man, that guy, if we didn't have him, man, we would be, in a pretty bad spot right now. So I got a two-part thing. As far as Kyle Schwarber, man, I'm just happy he's on the Phillies. He's on pace to beat Brian Howard's single season record for the homers. So that's going to be pretty nice if he can achieve that. But this is more of the reason why, and I know we weren't on last week to talk about the trade deadline and us not getting an additional bet. But this team has the capability of, going deep in the playoffs as far as, once Red October starts. And, these batches need to come alive, and it starts with him. Because last season, that's when it did get cold during the playoffs. The only one that was kind of carrying us last year was, Bryce Harper. But, moving forward, man, I think we got a good, solid chance as the Phillies moving forward and making a deep run into the playoffs. And listen, man, it all starts with the star power, and it's Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper. Trey Turner just turned it on today, even though we lost. He almost hit for a cycle. But look, man, let's go Phils.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, man. I was looking at like, when a player that has won the All-Star MVP and then also regular season MVP, like they said that has never happened before. They may have won the All-Star MVP, but then they probably was the MVP of the World Series, but never actually, you know what I'm saying, the All-Star MVP and then the league MVP, in the respective leagues. Like I said, the tear that he's on, man, obviously he has the chance to do that. Hopefully he does do that. Hopefully he does achieve the single season, home run record, even though he'll be, beating the all-time Philly great, and Ryan Howard. But, that's just something that obviously we seeing, man, records are meant to be broken. So, what I'm saying, that would be just a great thing, for us to see. And then for him to carry us into the playoffs, like Joel just said, hopefully them bats stay hot. I like what they did as far as getting that closer, what I'm saying? To shore up the pitching, that obviously every team in baseball needs if you want to, make it far in this game, man. But Schwarber, man, he's just caught. He's catching fire obviously at the right time with this contract, coming up, man. And, that's what. And it's funny, man. In every sport, it seems like that player that always coming up on the contract always get that oomph and they start performing out their mind, you know what I'm saying? So then when negotiations come up for them contracts, the teams can't say no, man. But, aside of all that, man, Kyle Schwarber is swinging that bat, you know what I mean? And like I said, hopefully he can just take us into the playoffs and, a deep run. And, you know what I'm saying, hoisting that trophy at the end of the year, man. And, hey, shit, man, let him get the Triple Crown. Let him get the All-Star MVP, regular season MVP, and World Series MVP, man. That would be something crazy. That'd be something crazy. And if I was him, I'm asking for $300 million. I'd do some shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I want $100 million for every MVP that I won, man. But you know what I'm saying? Obviously, the sky's the limit for that, man. That's yet to be determined, man. But yeah, Kyle, man, he's definitely a player, man. Like Joel just said, glad he's on the Phillies, man. Hopefully, he can take us a long way.
This is the time to do it for sure. And what I like about it is, like, it feels like all the pressure is off of Bryce right now, because it always felt like all the pressure was on Bryce for him to go ahead and show up, and the team could just do whatever. Now it's almost like, Bryce is an extra. You know what I mean? He's like an extra gift for the team, because we already know what he's going to do during postseason. But if the team is being led by Kyle, then there you go. All the pressure is off of Bryce, so Bryce can just play. You know what I mean? Just like when the Phils won in 08, it's like all the pressure was on Howard, but Jimmy went ahead and took that pressure off, and now Howard could just play. You know what I mean? And when Jimmy became the MVP, it was just an extra bonus that you had Ryan that was there, and you had Utley that was there. It was just like Jimmy took all the pressure. So we're hoping that will definitely transpire that way when it comes to Bryce, when it comes to Kyle, when it comes to the rest of that team. Those guys stay on fire, but with less pressure on Bryce, you never know. They actually could be a really positive thing for him. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. Once again, not delusional. Fingers crossed. There we go. Let me go check.
That's not the 76ers. Let's not. It's like.
You're right. You're 100% right. Hey, that is our time for this evening. We want to thank every single one of y'all for tuning in this evening. Thanks for the comments that we had. Thanks for the laugh and the jokes that we had together. Thanks for commenting and subscribing and sharing. Continue to do that, because we definitely want to need that. And we need every single one of y'all under the sound of my voice to tune in and be there with us. Dimensions, Game 1, Eagles versus Cowboys. First off, it's against the Cowboys, so you got to make that game just to make that game. But it's going to be where all the lights and everything over at Dimensions, free shots, every Eagle score. And I think they're going to be scoring a lot that game, but it's just me. I ain't giving no predictions yet. But they think they're going to be scoring a lot, so you're going to be getting a whole lot of shots. Just on the side. I'm just saying. It's always a good time over at Dimensions. And more importantly, we're going to be there. So y'all guys got to be there. Looking for 100 people. It's going to be for our 100th episode. So 100 people for 100 episodes. There's going to be a movie. Guys, I'm putting it in y'all guys' corner. Bird Gang, let's close this thing out.
Hey, listen, just like Larry said, why wouldn't you be there? If you are going to the game, then I'll let you slide. If you're having a watch party at home, I'll let you slide. But other than that, you need to be at Dimensions with us, celebrating 100 episode, NFL kickoff, Eagles versus Dallas. What else? Hookah, food specials, drink specials. If they score a touchdown, we score. Listen, you get a free shot as well. But more importantly, you be there to support Larry, the captain, Tone, the promoter, Joel, Bird Gang. You already know what it is. Bird Gang checking out. Get on the guest list. Inbox me. DM the GNT page. Whatever it is, make sure you on the list. Make sure we could count on you. Tell a friend. Bring your girl. Bring your man. Whoever. We going to be there. GNT Sports Talk. Let's get it.
Yeah, like you said, man, episode 100 is coming up. We struck the deal. We had Dimension Sports Bar. our goal is to get 100 people down there. But we believe we can do it because I believe y'all gonna do it. So 100 people showing up, not even including us. We ain't talking about us being there. You know what I'm saying? But we need y'all to bring. If we could get 25 people to bring 3 people with y'all, man. That's 100 right there. So I think y'all can do that, man. I ain't like Joel. I ain't giving you a pass. If you going to the game, that's the only pass you get. You know what I'm saying? Bring the watch party at your crib. Bring them to Dimensions, man. You know what I'm saying? Just bring them to Dimensions. Come hang out, man. So, you know what I mean? But just come out and have a good time with us, man. Like you said, we trying to. It's the 100th episode. You know what I'm saying? You know, rather than it being an NFL kickoff, it's 100 episodes. Come celebrate this milestone with us, man. Because, you know, when we first got into this, we didn't think. I ain't saying we didn't think we would do 100 episodes, but we didn't think we'd be on this type of level, man. But you know what I'm saying? We put foot on gas, man, and we just ain't do nothing but take off and you know what I mean? Been doing it ever since, man. So come out, celebrate 100 episode with us at the Mental Sports Bar, September 4th, Eagles versus Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what else are we talking about? You know what I mean? But obviously, y'all see that name in the corner. Y'all know who I am. So I'm the promoter, man. Y'all know what I do. I promote comedy and poetry. And coming up on August 15th is the all-white birthday celebration. We're celebrating 4 birthdays down there. You know what I'm saying? Mine included. We're going to have a show, decent lineup, free wine. Then after this show, we're going to party a little bit. So be prepared to get a little messed up that night. So all y'all better have y'all designated drivers on hand, you know what I'm saying? Because we turn up down that joint, man. But laugh the pain away. August 15th, tickets are still on sale. Inbox me. Ticket link is in my bio if y'all need to, you know what I'm saying, come out. Or if y'all need to buy tickets, you know what I'm saying, hit me up. So once again, laugh the pain away. August 15th, 8 o'clock, dope lineup. That'll be named later. Come celebrate the birthday with your boy, man. Like cake, wine, whatever it is that you want to do, man. But just make sure y'all show up. Laugh the pain away August 15th. And also GNT SportsTalk Game 1, September 4th. Let's get it, y'all.
Hey, as always, once again, we appreciate every single one of y'all for being here with us tonight. I know it's been a nice little break for us. We've been away for about 2 weeks, and you may say it's next week. We're going to figure all this out for sure, but regardless, we're going to be updating our IG like crazy. So please make sure that you put all your comments and everything that we're posting on IG, because we're going to be promoting the mess out of this game that's coming up on September 4th. We cannot wait to be there and to be with y'all guys as we celebrate the banner dropping, as we celebrate the champions of 2024. It's going to be a fun time. So, hey, don't let us be there by ourselves. Show on up, be there with us, and you'll have a good old time. I absolutely promise. Until next time, we love every single one of y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. We are out. And just in case if you forgot what it was like to be over at Dimensions, here's a nice little preview of what it was like last year. Peace.